Aren't you tired of inconsistent posting, stressing about what to post? Once you do post, there's nothing but crickets. Listen, I've been there, done that, don't want to go back. Toss that inconsistency in the trash can. Make this year the year that you decide to take action in your business and show up for your business on social media. It's definitely not as easy as it looks, but as time and time goes by, it will get easier. Hi, my name is Jasmine Hunt, and I help business owners stand out and show up online with branding, content creation, and stock photos. I was just like you just last year, posting willy-nilly and just throwing things into the air and hoping something will stick. But that changed as soon as I invested in a social media manager. Something about having someone on your back telling you to get ish done is really when you take notice at what you are really doing with your time and how it's affecting your business. It took me a lot of trial and error, but I was finally able to start planning my months ahead, leaving more time to create batch days and send it off to my social media to post. There are days where I can get things done a week in advance, and then there are days when I wind up sending over a post for her to schedule the day before or the day of. But having content that's already planned makes it easier to get it done. Not to mention the secret trick that I use when life throws you curveballs and you just can't post what you want to post on that day. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how I plan my content for the month. Now, I'm not going to be talking about how I create that content, just focusing on this video all about the planning aspect. I'll share with you why it's important to plan ahead, the questions that I ask before planning my month, and the content planning hacks that helps me stay ahead of the game. So if you are ready to post consistently, let's get into it. The importance of planning ahead is simple and it's a no-brainer, but I definitely want to give you 3 reasons why planning ahead is super important. 1, you'll feel like you have your life together. Creating your month ahead can reduce the unnecessary stress that you get when you don't know what to post on a specific day. 2, you won't let things fall through the cracks. Instead of going through the month on autopilot, just doing the same old thing over and over again, I can take into consideration my long-term goals and the vision that I have for the future. By planning ahead of time, you can space out what needs to get done without feeling rushed. Now, let's move on to the questions that you need to ask before you begin planning your content. Number 1, what are your goals for the year? If you find yourself out of alignment with your goals that you set this year, then this is a good time to take a good look and audit what you are doing within your business. Get back on track in breaking down long-term goals into shorter goals that you can do each month and each week. Number 2, how many days do you want to post? Consistency is key for engagement on any platform. So whether you are posting 3 days a week or 7 days a week, pick the amount of days that work best for you. Decide based on your life situation, not the algorithm. Number 3, what days should you post on? So if you know that you're going to be busy on Mondays, then don't post on Mondays. I was posting 3 days with my 9-to-5 job, but once I got my social media manager, I was able to expand that and make it Monday through Friday because my life situation changed. I'm posting 5 days, still with the 9-to-5 job, but with the social media manager. Number 4, what type of content are you going to post? Now, you can keep this simple by focusing on the 3 types of content to post: educational content, inspirational content, and audience appreciation content. You can break those 3 categories down into even more bite-sized topics. So say for instance your educational post. You can focus on tutorials, how-tos, and answering frequently asked questions. For inspirational posts, you can focus on quotes, your life situations, your why for your business, and your wins and losses in your business. And for audience appreciation, you can focus on showcasing how others are using your products or services, testimonials, or show before and afters of how you helped a client go from point A to point B. Okay, now let's move on into the content planning hacks. So in this section, I'm going to be walking you through how I plan the month ahead. Pick a day to plan. I like to plan the weekend before the new month begins. But for you, it may be planning a week ahead of time. But that being said, if you are looking at this video and it's the middle of the month, don't feel like you can't start now, because you totally should. Before beginning, I like to get out my notebook, my planner, and my laptop. I'll open my planner up to my yearly and quarterly goals section. This helps me to see what I need to be focusing on. After that, I jot down in my notebook my top 3 to 5 goals for the month, my main focus area, and content ideas for the month ahead. I'll then open up my laptop and head to Canva, where I have my own content calendar I created. This is where I'll also put my goals so they can be at the forefront. I'll then jot down the important dates first. The important dates are key events, national holidays, promotions, weekly content like YouTube videos, campaigns, or speaking engagements I may be a part of. Look at the important dates that you have coming up. How can you build hype around those dates? So you may have a speaking engagement, you have a launch coming up, or you may just have a video coming up. So for example, with a YouTube video. So take for instance this video right here. I'm warming up my audience throughout the week, sharing with them little bite-sized tips on creating content. So they can get warmed up to watching this video right here. You can do the same thing with launches, lives, or webinars or masterclasses that you have coming up. Next, add in filler posts. Filler posts don't mean they have to be fluff pieces. Always keep the value intact. Use filler posts to focus on inspirational content, fun holidays, and audience appreciation content. I tend to like doing motivational posts on Mondays, and on Fridays, I like to share a testimonial from a member or a client that I have in my business. So by theming out my week, it makes things so much easier. Always keep inspiration near. Every day while I'm scrolling through Instagram or Facebook or Pinterest, I love to save posts into different categories. No one else sees them, but it's always there for me when I want to come up with new content creation. I can pull these saved content out and plug them into future content. And I have 2 secret weapons for content planning. The first one is to keep a bank of all of the content that you've already created. I repost a lot of my old blog posts, newsletters, social media posts, old videos, I take bits and pieces from those and create IG Reels, IG Stories, carousel posts, and videos. Remember, it's okay to repost old content. Not everyone has seen your post, so why not try to do something different with it and spice it up? And the second secret weapon is I batch create content ahead of time and store them up in a little library. Back before I had my stock photo and graphic template membership, I used to create posts the day before or the day of. And that really left me inconsistent because I would procrastinate a lot of the time because I have to create those things from scratch. So I decided enough is enough. I wanted to batch photos and templates to better help me create posts on time, which is why I have a stock photo and graphic template membership. I knew if it helped me, it would help others. I also planned some mini photo shoots where I took some photos, and I also got another photographer to take photos of me. And I was able to bundle those up into a little folder so I can use those photos whenever I need them. And that saved up a lot of time. So do yourself a favor and get photos taken of yourself, whether you can do them yourself or you can get a brand photographer to do it for you. Get you some stock photos that are realistic and not cheesy. Get you some pre-made quotes and get you some graphic templates. With the graphic templates, you can be able to create consistency in your posts. By getting these done in advance, it helps create content a lot faster. And if you're struggling to come up with things to post, I got you covered. I do have a content planner inside of the membership. You can take all 30 or 31 days or find different prompts from the content planner that fits what you need. This planner helps you plan ahead and not think so hard. In the comments below, tell me which planning hack that you like the most. Whether it's picking a day to plan, getting your tools ready, looking at important date and seeing how you can build around it, adding filler posts such as inspirational or audience appreciation content, saving inspiration when you come across it, create a content bank filled with old content for repurposing, or batch creating content. If you need more content ideas, then head on over to this video right over here where I share my 5 types of content that gets the most engagement and which ones work best for any small business. You don't want to miss out on this one.